Hello, everybody. I think we're live here. If it's working properly, let's see. Testing 1, 2. Looks like we've got a stream. We've got a feed. Make sure that audio is not going to blast me out. It will. All right. We're mobile today. We're mobile. I'm in the car. I've got my my phone, my iPad. Those will be out of the way. I won't be paying attention to those while I drive, but those will be down there. This is good. Well, if I can get things where it needs to be. Extra cameras in the way. There we go. All right, we are live. We are going to do a little bit of a weather search. I'm sorry, commands are not working. Not working. Hang on just one second. I might be able to get them working. Make a quick phone call home. Let's see. We'll see if we can get things live. Yes, we are live. We did survive the storm. I am out at a park right now. We're about to do a little drive up to the Tar River. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you have Mom log in the Mac, the Big Mac, the big iMac, and start Lumia Stream? Just start it. That's it. Just start Lumia Stream, the software. It'll run everything on its own. Can he just start Lumia Stream in the background? That's all I need. Yep. All right, love you. Oh, that would be a problem. Never mind. That would be a problem. Okay. All right, love you. Bye. Well, I tried, but my son is in a Zoom meeting right now on that computer, and that's no good. Okay, so before we get going, I'm going to change the camera view so you can see what we can see. Let's see. Is that all right? Looking out the front window? Is that a good view? That's about the best view I can give you right now. But let's see. We're gonna go up to the Tar River. We're still. I mean, it's still overcast, right? It's been. I think we got. Let's wait for this car. I think we got about 4 or 5 inches of rain. I used a very unofficial weather measuring tool. I just emptied my wheelbarrow and left it out there. So the collection device at the top is a little wider than the bottom, but I think we had about 6 inches of water in there. So I think we got about 4 inches of rain. I'm not sure how the math works out. We need a physicist to help me there. But we are going to head out here. We're in rural North Carolina, eastern North Carolina. We got spared most of the storm. Honestly, we still got a little bit of wind, and it normally isn't very windy here. But we've got about maybe a 10 mile an hour wind right now, and it did get up to about 20, 25 or so at the peak. But it's there was not much wind, and there really wasn't much rain. It was just like soft rain all night long. So, not sure what they're doing in the middle of the road, but I'll let them figure it out on their own. All right. Appreciate all the well wishes. I've been getting lots of notes from people saying glad I'm safe. I am also glad I'm safe. Wish everyone else was safe as well. The need for people answering the phone calls for disaster cleanup generally lags a few days behind the storm, so there's not as much demand today for it, believe it or not, as people are still away, they're still evacuated, and it takes time to get back and figure out what they need. So let's see, the rivers here are high, just past one. You couldn't see it because it was out the window, but they're probably, I think they're to flood stage. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive all the way up to the Tar River, and if you want to look on a map, that's T-A-R, tar, like black tar. It's a very muddy river, always. It's always, like visibility 0. That's the normal status for that river, but it's going to be a lot higher today. We're going to go up to what's called Commons Park in Greenville, and take a look at that river because that gives us a good access point where we can see how high it is. We might also go to Greens Mill Run, which is where if you remember, we did our shark tooth searching. We might head over there and check out how high the water is there, because that's one place that can flood a lot, especially if the rainwater coincided with who said they're hungry, can we stop? Anyway, I'm gonna let I actually have my two youngest sitting quiet as church mice in the back seat. Let me turn on a microphone and hand it to them. There we go. So you guys have this mic, and I need you guys to read some comments to me so I know what people are asking about, because I can't read chat while we're driving.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you talk right into the microphone. I can't tell. Let her know if, let's see. People are saying they need to stop. They want to eat. They're hungry. Are we there yet? Got to pee. These guys are amateurs. We just barely started. Don't make me turn this car around. Do you see any comments? You want to read the name and then what they said?
Sure. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Shall see.
Who said 5 more minutes?
Chat is zipping by so fast.
We've got about a 20-minute drive roughly to get to the river. We are headed north. We're in Winterville right now, actually, which is the exact town that Mr. Beast lives in. You'll notice everything is green. There are trees everywhere. That's the normal state. It's always green here. This river has a walkway, like a nature walkway. Like I think they call it a green belt, that you can walk along this river, and it goes for a few miles. And part of it has a fence next to the walkway between you and a little drop off in the river. And that fence is filled with locks, and they're those love locks that people, carve their initials onto and then lock on the fence and then get divorced and go buy bolt cutters and cut them off. It's one of those. I've asked the city if I can go pick the locks, because they go and cut them off with bolt cutters. I'm like, can I just go pick them off? Would that be? Because I would rather do that. I need to practice my lock picking. But I told them I'd do it for free, and they were like, no. We'd rather just cut them off and destroy them. I'm like, all right, whatever. Okay, we are passing Little Caesars. We're not stopping. Sorry, guys. Narrate where we are. If you want to follow along on your own map, we're now by the Sam's Club on Winterville Parkway. But this road turns into, I think it's also called Highway 11. Let's see. Just passing Fire Tower. This on the left, you can't see unless I turn the camera a little bit. That's Pitt Community College over there. Lots of trees, lots of old buildings. It's pretty neat. My number one goal of this stream, first of all, is to find some flooding, because we think that the river is going to be pretty high. Number 2 goal is to not crash on stream, because you guys would never let me live it down. Are they saying anything? Are we still live? I can't read it. I'm driving. Does it show we're live?
Yeah.
If they're talking to the mic.
Yep. We're live.
We're live with the live view. So we should have a really good connection. But is anyone asking any questions? If it has like an orange name where it says recovery addict, what does it say after that?
I will keep an eye out for those.
Okay, just passing the Walmart. This is not the scary Walmart. This is the one where it's okay to go. But it's just a neighborhood Walmart, grocery only. entering what I like to think is the auto district up here with all the car dealers. So we have a Toyota dealer off to our right. I'm pretty sure you can't see these at all. I've got a narrow view on the lens. So then we have all the dealers up here on the corner. This would be Greenville Boulevard we're coming up to. Panda Express up on the left. That is my Panda Express of choice. Yeah.
Someone said recovery addict. Want to try a pit?
Want to try a pit? Oh, which vehicle? This aqua-colored Jeep in front of us looks a little sus. Okay. Now we're at the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, and Honda dealerships, all in this corner, and Lincoln. I guess we've got a Lincoln as well, and Kia over there. You can pretty much buy any car you want right here on this corner. Okay, I'm at a stoplight, so I'm reading chat. Pauline needs us to stop at Walmart. Spiced maple bourbon pickles. Oh, yeah, that was the non-looting Walmart. The other Walmart, it's actually, we're very close to the other Walmart. I do have my kids with me, and maybe if we lock the doors and drive quickly, I could take you through the parking lot, but we wouldn't stop. That's the sort of parking lot where if the cops pull in behind you and try to pull you over in the parking lot, it's worth making a run for it. Because whatever the cops are going to do to you is not as bad as what the customers will do to you in the parking lot. Is that right? She's nodding. Little or RA, do you want to read any?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, give them.
My dad told me the people that wait, I'll read the chat.
Talking to the microphone.
Recovery addict. We need food. Or we are. Need food. We are. Pickles, 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 pickles. Are we going to view the land of sail? Pickles, 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 wave. Dad? Dad! Those... The what? Whatever that word is. Me again. Something.
These two little RAs that I have with me were quite sad when I told them I was going to go. And the littlest one, do you want to tell them what you did?
I was just staring there, crying. I was like, when are you going? When are you going? And it took like an hour until he went.
Yeah, it took an hour to set everything up. All the cables, the wires, the connections. I was trying to mount my camera upside down on a suction cup mount in the windshield so you'd have a little better view than this. Just past one river, and it's pretty high as well. Anyway, we trying to get that mounted, and it wouldn't work. It kept showing the picture upside down. It wouldn't flip like it's supposed to. So we had to mount it off the side window instead. And it did take about an hour, and the whole time, little RA stood in the window, just sad, watching me get ready to leave, wishing he could come with. Came in at the last minute and saw that he was sad. I didn't know he was there. I was back there just working away on all the cables, and asked Mrs. RA if I could take the two littles with me, and she said yes. So, but she made me promise not to drive through deep puddles, if there are any. So we will not drive through any deep puddles. We're on Arlington Boulevard here. We're entering a sketchy part of town, quite honestly. This is a rough part. Yeah, I know. Doesn't like what I did. The car even warns me when it's dangerous areas. So I don't know how fast it looks like we're going, but I think it's 45 and 45 and a 35. Hello, sir. Welcome. You could just interrupt me if you have something you want to read.
Okay. Recovery addict, you are doing great, little RA.
There you go. Doing a great job.
Someone asked a question. Where are we going, recovery addict?
Do you want to tell them where we're going?
I will.
Special kind of lake. I forgot its name. Tar River?
The Tar River.
Yes, got it right.
The Tar River at Commons Park. Nervous with vehicles pulling alongside me and looking over and seeing electronics. Might be featured on our own little crime show here. But my equipment has an embedded Apple AirTag in it. I've hidden an Apple AirTag, so if this ever gets stolen, I can just watch where it goes and hopefully get it back. That's the goal. Okay, now I have to remember where we are. Pretty sure I need to turn up here somewhere.
Recovery addict, I'm glad you brought your two littles.
Yes. They were a little nervous when we told them about the storm. We were watching we watched Thomas's stream. They were watching the weather map and the radar, and they've been paying close attention to Alexa, asking her what the updates are on the weather and what's going to happen. Ooh, lots of cops up there. Several in a row with a non-cop car in the middle. Should we chase? Do we chase? What do you think?
Chase, 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 chase.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. I know that road. We're gonna go up there. Okay.
Recovery addict, little RA, what is your favorite subject in school? That's a hard one. A lot of them are really good subjects.
What do you like to do?
I'd say math. I like math.
And that's math with an A, not math with an E, like we've been studying in our court case this week. Okay, I think the cops turned right here. So we're going to turn right as well. We're at the smoke shop on 5th and Memorial. Funny little story here. This is, first of all, whoa. Now on the live stream. There we go. I think we're still live. Are we good? I stopped too suddenly.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, funny little story. Right here on the right, right now, you can't see it, but it's way up there. That house was what Mrs. R.A. rented for me when I was looking for a place to live here in Greenville. She chose that property, and it was scary. Okay, we're on 5th Street. We need to be on 3rd Street. I think we need to be on 3rd Street. These roads are sketchy. Lots of camera systems all over on the poles here with audio sensors to pick up gunshots. Guess those are couches on the side of the road, just sitting there. Okay, is this third? This is third. This is area on the National Historic District. I think we go this way. All right, we're close to, I think, where we need to be. This right here on the left, that's the property I've metal detected. It was actually an old church, or an old school that turned into like a church type thing. Metal detected that and found absolutely nothing. Going down the hill here, good news, there's no water at the bottom. Ooh. It's the most elevation change I've had in about a month. And up the other side. Okay, you have to stay in your lane, dude. There we go. Okay.
Hope we didn't run out of gas.
I hope so as well. That'd be bad. Sorry, I just noticed you were looking at the handrail the whole time. I'll try to fix it a little bit. Still no good. Here we go. Okay, now we've got a one-way road. I think. That's where the park is from here. Do we go left? What do you think? This is actually an old part of town where Civil War troops came up here and raided and burned properties up in this neighborhood during the Civil War. They came and looted, stole all the gold, stole all the treasures, the silverware, candlesticks, everything they could get their hands on. And then they turned and ran. They were close, really close. Turned and ran, and the army was catching up to them. And instead of, giving up or getting caught, they instead dropped all the gold. They started spreading it out on the road behind them, throwing stuff. And the army that was following them was very poor. And the opportunity to get rich superseded the opportunity to obey orders. And so they stopped obeying orders and just scrounged for stuff, and they got away. The raiders got away, but they ended up losing most of their loot. All right, here's a park. This is Commons Park, or the town common. And this is the Tar River, and it's super high right now. But it's not, I don't think we're at flood stage yet. And the interesting part about this, even though the river is high, and it is, it's really up there, the flood stage usually comes well after the hurricane. So we're going to turn just a little bit. So we've got some people out here on the pier, loading and unloading, 15 minutes only. Is that working? I think we're still live on everything. All right, so the water's high. It's no swimming allowed. see if we can take a look outside just a little bit. No wake zone. There's a little boat ramp. Can we see out the window there? I can't tell what you can see there. So these docks will be underwater. They're pretty much where we're parked right now is going to be underwater once the flood stage gets here, because all the water the hurricane dropped is way upstream, and it's all being collected and running down. And as the streams flow down into this one, that's when we start getting some real damage. Not many locks on the fence there. Any comments? You guys want to go play in the park in the rain?
No.
I would.
You would be the only ones.
What's the problem with that?
Nothing. Okay, so let's go over to ECU and check out Green Springs Run, or Greens Mill Run. I think we're pretty much ahead of the flood stage by about a day or maybe two even. That gives you an idea of just how huge the area is that collects water. So all the storm water that's dropped from this, and there wasn't a lot upstream, honestly, so we might be spared the flooding. But all the storm water, it takes time to get down to us and down to the Tar River, the lowest point of elevation. But we have had several days of rain, so the ground is pretty saturated ahead of this storm. So, let's see.
Recovery addict. Do your little recovery addicts like metal detectors?
I don't know. We'd have to ask them.
Yes, I do.
What about the other RA?
Like, I do like metal detecting. Like, if I don't go, my dad goes and he gets money, and he hands some of the money to me and some of the money to her. And it's fair for me. And not for Dad.
This is true. They get pretty much everything I find. All the I'll use the term cosmetic jewelry. There's costume jewelry. I don't want to use cosmetic, that's because of the court case, but all the costume jewelry we find pretty much goes to my second youngest. She loves it. She gets rings and necklaces and bracelets and trinkets. The weather. I can't read the comments. You'll have to tell me. Is there anything you read you want to hear? I saw one that said, "Please take them from ice cream." I'm pretty sure I just ran a red light. Almost positive I ran a red light. Okay, and the car behind me was not a cop. That was good. Did I stop admitting? I think it changed right as I started going. No, I didn't run it. Okay. I stopped, and the other car was stopping the other direction, and then I started going, and I think I started going just a little bit early before it started changing. Big bump. I'm completely lost in this neighborhood. I have no idea where I'm at. There's supposed to be a park up here near the The ECU campus. Oh, here's another park. Look at this one. See, this is a flashing yellow, so I can go through this one. This park I've never been to. That means we probably need to go metal detecting here. What does it have?
Recovery addicts, please take them for ice cream.
What? What? It didn't say that, did it?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, that's it, right down there. We're close. We're really, really close. We're gonna turn right here at the cemetery. Oh, I think I filmed a video at the cemetery. That was fun. Okay, I'll turn down here. I think straight ahead is the park in question. This is Green Springs Run, or Greens Mill Run. The Shark Tooth one, right? Yes. Okay, here we go. No stoplight to run, so we're good. Hopefully we can get out and do a little bit of walking here, even though it's still raining. My gear is not really waterproof. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. Let's see, do you know if the public schools were closed today because of the storm? Yes, they were. Stovetop Sue. Please take the littles for pizza and ice cream for being such good helpers. Can we have pizza and ice cream, please?
Yes.
Dairy Queen ice cream. Okay, so the place I'm sitting right now, in a day or two, is going to be completely underwater, like the parking lot, and it floods even without a huge storm. This will flood, so that's how I know it's going to be underwater. It just every time it coincides with high tide, where the river drains slower, and the storm water coming in, and then we have a lake, and you can take a canoe through this park, and it's a blast. We'll try to get down to the river here, though. What park are they at? We're at Greens Mill Run. Greens Mill Run. Let me close this down. Trying to just hiding all the electronics in the car. I'm not sure if that's going to be effective or not, but we'll do it. Okay, so I need this battery. That's running. Actually, you can unplug the phone, right? Can you unplug it because it's fully charged? Thanks. Okay, you just might get to see the littles here in just a minute. I've got to put gear away. Don't want someone to take a look in the car and see all the goodies that are available. Okay. There we go. All right, evidence is hidden. I'm going to come around to your side. You want to bring the phone and the microphone? Okay, so this is the tricky part here. Camera needs that. I need to wear this. Need to put on a harness without pulling any cables out. So this goes on first. Now the belt. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost ready. Now we're going to pull the camera off the window. All right, can you guys see? We're going to go down to the river. You guys ready to go down? And you can talk too. You want to tell anybody about this river?
Yeah, I've actually been to this river before. Shark toothing with my dad.
Shark chasing?
No, shark tooth hunting.
All right. It'd be more exciting if we were shark chasing, though.
Shark chasing!
You want to say hi?
Hi! Grayson.
Yes, poison. Okay, we lost the feed just for a second. Okay.